it's me again, Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts, and this video is the one that goes with the card kits for my lovely June customers. So all my June customers will be getting these 2 card kits, but I'm sharing it with everyone because this is one of my favourite stamp sets and dies. So we have got the Sending Hugs bundle, which goes with the Layering Hugs dies. So these are the dies, which is actually what the card kit will use, but this is the stamp set that goes with it. I love this set because you can make really quick cards for so many occasions, because you've got, I mean, if you get the bundle, you can stamp the image and then just use these stamps with these little label dies, or just use them on their own. So you've got hugs from all of us, thinking of you, wishing you well on your special day, sending you hugs, birthday and kisses to you, and then these little individual bits of foliage and flowers. As I say, the card kits concentrate on the dies because obviously for sending out kits I can't send stamped images. So this is the first one. This is quite bright, I think. It's safe to say it's bright because we're using Magenta Madness. So there's a piece of Thick Whisper White, a piece of Magenta Madness, a piece of Basic Black that is just a little bit smaller, then the Hugs die with the Hugs letters as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is add the letters to the die, which would be a lot easier if I could find my craft tweezers, which are up here. Come along. Thank you. Craft tweezers. The reason I prefer using these than just holding in my hand is because I can then just hold a little bit. Now there is a right way and a wrong way up for the H. If memory serves, one is slightly longer than the other. Oh no, maybe not. Now when they die cut, you may find that you need to just brush the edges so that you get any little bits off. Black in particular can be a little tricksy when you die cut it, but I like the brightness of the Magenta Madness against the black. It's really a dramatic finish. So all I'm going to do is add a little bit of adhesive. If you would like to run, there we go. A little bit of adhesive there. I don't need to do the middle of the H because the 2 sides will do all the sticking that is required, and then just pop that onto the H, and I'm going to repeat that with the other letters. So again, I'm just going to brush any little bits off my letters. Now there is a right way and a wrong way up for the S when we get to it. Knowing me, I'll do it the wrong way first, because that's just the kind of girl I am. Oh no, that's going to be the right way. Right, and just the G obviously has a right way and a wrong way, as does the U. Right, so you can see, well, you may be able to see all the little bits of black, which are just, it's just the way a black cardstock is. Doesn't matter whose black cardstock, it just seems to be like that. I think it's because there's so much dye that they're having to put into the card to get it so dark that it just kind of upsets the makeup of the card a bit. So now obviously you don't have to put the letters, the black letters in. You could just leave it all in Magenta Madness, but for those of you that have got the kit, you will have the letters as well. Everything's in the envelope, so you'll get 2 envelopes, and everything you need for each of the cards is in the envelope for that card. And indeed for the second card you end up with extras, but we'll come on to that in a moment. And then the S, and again I'm going to hold that in the middle because the ends are the bit that are more likely to get caught. There we go. Now for fun, I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. I've not included dimensionals in your kit because you don't have to pop it up on dimensionals, but I thought it would be fun to do so. So, and I'm using black because it's going onto black card, and I'm just finding a few places where I can add dimensionals without them necessarily peeking through, although because it's black on black, it's not going to be the end of the world if they do. You can of course cut dimensionals, so if you want to, you can do that. If you think they're a little large, if I go in there, that should be better. And you don't need to put them all over the place, just need them in a few strategic places. That looks nice and fat there. Yep. And pop one there as well. I've got some halves that I'll pop in a moment. I'll pop that one there, I think. Yep. And then I've got these halves, which I'll just pop in a couple of strategic places. And then we can just peel the backings off those. And we are ready to pop this onto the black. And then we just have to stick the black to the Magenta Madness and the Magenta Madness to the card, and we are done with our first card. So really quick to put together. I've done most of the work by doing the die cutting. So that's that. And then just some adhesive, whoops, without a dimensional backing, ideally, or indeed without two dimensional backings. Come on, yep. And it doesn't matter at this point whether I put this, you know, which way up I put this on the Magenta Madness, because I haven't stuck it to the card yet, so we are all good. And then fold my card base, grab my bone folder, and then pop this onto, those backings get everywhere, don't they? Pop, woo! And apparently I'm going to juggle. So that's our first card done. Let me just scooch the dimensional backings out of the way, because those are otherwise going to irritate me. Right, second card is where you get some freebies. Oh, let me just pick that dimensional backing up. So I've got a piece of the host paper, so the pattern party paper, a piece of Whisper White, not Whisper White, basic white, die cut with the word hugs, which comes as one die. So you can die cut it all in one go, like that, which is obviously what I've done. So you can use it as a negative space, which is what I'm going to do. But we do have the cutouts as well. I'm not using those, so they're spare. Bonus. Now, what I am going to do is, having gone around the outside, and I know I'm using adhesive, liquid adhesive, which I don't generally use on the thinner card, but I want a good adhesion, so I'm then going to come into these bits that are die cut, because I want those to obviously stay in place, and then just hold that. Pop that down, press the bits that are going to be caught if they're not adhered properly, and then again basic white card base, Oh, I don't need to take the lid off a pot of adhesive that's already got the lid off. And there you go, our second card. And as I say, you've got the Hugs word to use on another project. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope you enjoy making it up if you are one of my June customers. Thank you very much for shopping with me in June. I always do 2 cards as a thank you for anyone who shops with me and uses the host code. I always do an ordering special, which this month is to win a full pack of the Genial Gems if you place an order of £50 or more and use the host code. And if you do earn the Genial Gems, you will also get entered into a draw for a mini cut and emboss machine. So really good time to place an order during July. And of course we've got a designer series paper promotion, so another good reason to place an order. If you place an order that's more than £150, you will still get the card kit, the full thank you pack, which is always a thank you card, a thank you gift. So that goes to everyone. And then if you use the host code, you get the card kits. If you place a £150 order, you will also get the card kits and the usual thank you pack. And then if it's a £50 qualifying order, you will get the Genial Gems and an entry into the draw for the mini cut and emboss machine, as you will with the £150 plus order. That was real gobbledygook. It'll be over on my website, so the link for this video will be below the video. Any questions or comments, please do leave those. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much indeed for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the cards. Thanks a lot. Bye!